This system is designed to improve mutual understanding and awareness for a specific relationship or a team. It can also be used to measure progress over time. Here's how it works. The person first registers on the home screen and then is directed to the user area page, which is on the screen now, and they choose a profile type that they want to experience. There are multiple that have already been developed, whether it's a couple or a marriage that wants to see where they're together or apart, or a professional that wants feedback regarding their professional role and how they're perceived in that role, or a leader that wants feedback as to how those they lead interpret their leadership, or parents that want a visual resource that shows whether or not they're on the same page and also solicits feedback from their children as to how their children are interpreting their parenting efforts. Or there's also a youth profile that a youth can get feedback from their friends and family and teachers as to how they're perceived in multiple roles. You can also develop a custom profile using this system. I'm going to show an example of a couple's profile so that you can see how the system works. So the person would log in and select that option and complete a sort of self-survey that would maybe take 5 or 10 minutes to complete. The questions are designed to really get to the core of the relationship so that you can get a visual resource that shows where the relationship stands. Once you've entered your responses, you submit your profile and then are directed to send an email invite to others whose feedback you're soliciting. In this case, it'd be a partner, or in other profiles, others that you value their feedback and are requesting their feedback via a invitation that is sent to their email. Once they've completed their own survey separately, the results are combined and graphed so that the person with the username and password can log in, click on the profile results link, and see the results. Here's an example of a couple's profile that's been completed. You can see the overall totals, the participants, the categories that are being measured. In a team or relationship, it's one thing to try and talk about important dynamics. It's something so much more clear to really help reduce misunderstandings, where you can see what each party feels, where they're together, where they're apart, where they're in harmony or conflicting. In this case, Jen feels like there's a lot more problems with communication than Paul feels. And so you can see the overall totals, you can see the written portions, trait by traits, question by question, so that you can see where they're together and where they're apart. That's one example. For specific questions, please reach out to us directly.